soon as I get down there, I'm gonna sleep. So,
Okay. Simon,
if you,
you were going back in the hole. You said you were going back in the hole, though, right?
I started making camp. I assumed we're gonna stay up by the hole and rest.
so we're both resting, Ben. I think as the net
I was thinking
effect.
of getting something to eat. Uh, we haven't eaten yet.
We lost you, Ben.
Rickham and Lucas, what was
Oh,
your
there you go.
objective going back to town?
Uh, we wanted to get like supplies, like potions and stuff like that, because we almost died several times last game. So I felt like we weren't
We
prepared.
did. We did die. We seriously
We
died.
did die. We did die, but we barely survived somehow.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You guys are doing something that the main group has never considered doing once. That's going back and getting supplies. It's very smart. Okay, so that's your primary objective is just getting supplies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, if I recall correctly, you guys were heading back to town, and it was kind of nighttime when you were doing this.
Yep.
And you kind of journey throughout the night. Um, let me make a roll here. Okay. So luck is on your side. Nothing happens. You're not attacked by wild beasts or a roaming band of bandits or anything like that. Everything goes smoothly. And you start to see the familiar city gates of Khalees. And by the time you get there, it's early morning. And the town, you can tell, is just starting to wake up. Like, workers are just getting ready to go about their day. Farmers have been up for a little while. They get up before dawn. And the hustle and bustle of the city is just starting to come to life.
So we got there at dawn, basically.
Uh,
Or
no, I wouldn't say dawn, but like close to it. Like maybe you're an
okay.
hour past dawn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um. So I feel like we'd probably be pretty tired, right? So maybe we like. No, let's just go for the marketplace. We'll go to the marketplace. I'll go to the marketplace.
Okay. And you're specifically looking for like a potion shop or an apothecary or something like that.
Right.
Okay. Well, you actually have a couple of different options. Interestingly enough, you there is a place that you know that's kind of a general store. Like a lot of the super intense like potions are kind of locked away in the school of magic, but sort of the more general application like cold medicine like potions are in the general store. But outside the general store, you see an old man in a kind of tattered, deep red robe, and he is unrolling this like rug, this like carpet, and he's putting out these vials of stuff, and it looks like he's setting up some sort of shop outside of the general store.
Okay, I approach him.
Okay. He's startled to see somebody so early, but he says, "Oh, hello," and he kind of takes a look at your outfit and he says, "Are you a mage, perhaps?"
I am. Excuse me. Are you selling any healing potions or anything of that sort?
Oh, absolutely, I am. Yes. I'm doing what I would consider a good deed, a noble cause. You see, this general store, it takes advantage of the good people of this town and overprices the potions. And so I've traveled from a different land to sell much stronger potions at a far cheaper price. I brewed these myself. I have what? How strong of a healing potion do you need?
Something where I can get a good bang for my buck, enough like cheap cheap that I can stock up on a good amount, I guess. How much are you charging per unit?
Bang for your buck, you say? Well, let me show you this little beauty.
Okay.
And he goes and he has this big brown leather backpack, and it's got these buckles on it. He throws off the buckles and he's digging through the backpack, and he's kind of haphazardly throwing some vials out of the backpack like he's looking for something, and he pulls out the biggest vial you've seen yet that he has, and it's green and it's murky, and he says, This is my strongest salve, and I'll give it to you for the low, low price of 6 gold. It will cure any ailment.
Any ailment, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Would this be like a one-time use type of thing, or?
Well, I like to be generous with my potions, and it depends on the severity of the wound. If it is a deep cut and you're at risk at losing a limb, you might have to drink the whole thing. But if it is a minor injury or even a medium injury, let's say, if you ration out the potion, you should be able to get multiple uses out of it.
Okay. Also, as a side note, how much gold do we start with?
Start
Do you
with
know?
10,
10.
usually.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're like wealthy background or something like that.
Okay. Well, I think this seems very nice, but you don't understand what the hell I've been through lately. I've been through hell in the past 24 hours. How can I be sure that this potion will work as you say it will?
He says, you have my word and my very special money-back guarantee. My name is not important, I suppose, but if you were to be dissatisfied with this potion, you could come back to me and I will give you your gold back, no questions asked. You have my word.
Okay.
Miracle potion for six gold.
Okay.
He says no.
This sounds too good to be true still.
Yeah.
Could I ask, how do I know that, like, if I drink it, that it won't kill me? I'm gonna need you to taste it first.
Oh my god!
Now wait here a minute. Do you think I would travel from town to town selling pseudocyle potions? How would that be good for business?
Well, I mean, if you are getting even the littlest amount of gold for this price, and it turns out to just be poison, and like there's nobody really to complain about it, is there?
That's some sound logic, yeah.
I'm not trying to doubt your character by any means. I just don't trust anything right now. I had a very bad night. You don't understand.
He has a bit of a disgruntled look on his face, and he says, Fine, fine. If you want me to put on a show, I'll put on a show. And he pulls out a small... It's not really... It is technically a dagger, I suppose, but it doesn't seem like much of a weapon. It seems like something you'd open.
A box cutter.
Yeah, something like that. It seems more utilitarian than like a weapon. And he says,
I step
Here.
back.
He says, take this. And he hands it out to you.
Mm-hmm. Take it.
Okay? He says, and then so once you take it from him, he holds open his hand like this. And he holds it very close to you and he says, take the knife, cut my hand. Alright, this is good. This is good. Okay.
His throat.
Is that good?
Yeah. Yeah, he said you could have been a little gentler, and I was expecting a bit of hesitation, but that's alright. And he takes the green murky potion. He kind of bends down and he pops off the top of it, and he just dabs a little bit of it on his clean hand, and he rubs it over his wound, and he says, in seconds this wound will be gone. And you roll here.
And is it gone?
I have to see.
Oh.
Hold on.
Oh.
Okay, so the potion does exactly as he described. Right in front of you, you see, so it's a deep red cut, and blood is just slowly oozing out of it. The cut it starts like on this left side here, and it just like almost magically sews itself up. And his hand, aside from the streams of blood, looks just as normal as it did a few seconds ago. And he says, "Could you ask for any better proof?"
Icpod. That's amazing. Oh, okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. Thank you.
We're doing a buy two get one free.
Oh my gosh.
now, where if you pay 8 gold, I will give you 2 of these miracle cures.
Okay, that sounds good to me. I'll do that then. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. You're my first customer of the day.
And my love.
Okay, so I hand her my gold.
He takes your gold and he puts it in this tiny little pouch that he has on his side. And he hands you the 2 giant vials.
I bow. Thank you so much. This is better than I was expecting to find here, actually.
Yes, yes. Well, if you need any more wares, please come back my way. I'll be in this town for 3 more days, then I'll have to move on, so I can help other people of the land.
Well, I will give you a glowing review and speak up your kindness to anyone I see.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Yelp reviews always do help. So, thank you. So you, by the way, Lucas, you've been with him this entire time, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have anything to say to the merchant or to Richard?
Not to the merchant, but so I'm thinking that, so we now have, some potions. Let's go. Let's go find some food. So,
Okay.
oh yes. Oh, is there, like a food market? Yes. Like a butcher.
Yeah, that's a good question. You actually have a lot of different options. You can there is a butcher that you can go to. There's a tavern that sells food that you guys have already been in, so you know what that's like. There's also just kind of an open market that's selling fruit and meat and fish and that sort of thing. So it's you have a lot of, like, Calise is a pretty big city, and so you're not really limited when it comes to food.
So I will go over to the fruit vendor
Okay.
and ask about some fruits.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So you see this big, boisterous, bearded man. He looks like he spent a lot of time in the sun. His skin is really dark and burnt, but he's really jolly. He smells like alcohol as well. But he's just smiling and says, "Oh, there! I have the finest fruits in all the land. Take what you like."
Yes. Like I'm just, do you happen to have any, apples on hand?
Apples? Oh, yes, yes. I picked these apples myself. Do you want red apples, green apples? What would you like?
Red, please.
How many?
What's your price on these apples?
That's a good question, because I feel like in this world, like, apples wouldn't be like 1 gold a piece, because that would be too expensive. But I really hate dealing with like silver pieces and copper pieces. So he says to you, sorry, I'm just like figuring this out right now. He says, "I'll give you 6 apples for 1 gold."
Alright, that sounds good. So, I'll take 12, please.
Okay, cool. So he has sort of this sack that he gives his customers. It's kind of a crude sack, and it smells a little bit funky, but the apples look good. And he takes 12 apples, and he excitedly puts them all in the bag, and he says, "Ah, here you go, sir."
But thank you. That's a very good deal, and I will tell everyone about it.
He says, "Best
Is this
deal you'll see."
Is this your favorite shop on Khalees?
Just,
Can I-
boy, a lot of deals happening. This first little bit of D&D.
Can I lean in to Sayara and say, "Do we know that these apples aren't poisoned?"
Oh no.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I read a story once where the apples were poisoned.
No, you didn't.
Was it
So,
Snow White?
So, can I
Red
go?
Snow White.
So, I think a good course of action. So let's go find some creative person in town. Give him a apple.
Wait a minute. You're going to test whether the apples are poisoned on an unsuspecting civilian. And if they die, you're just going to be like, well, guess we avoided that.
It sounds like a good plan to me. How about that little girl over there?
Oh no.
No. Not her, but
How about the person next to those 7 dwarves?
so but there is a older gentleman right back there in the corner. So let's try it.
He's going to die anyway.
Yes.
Go give it to them to see. I'll stay back here.
So yeah, walk up to him. I know. Give him a good, hearty greetings. Say, hey, you, you look hungry. Oh yes, I just happen to, buy all these apples, So would you like one?
He says, in the sweetest old man voice you've ever heard, he says, "Why, yes, Sonny. It turns out apples are my favorite food. They remind me of my long-lost love.
Oh my god.
I will graciously accept your apple."
Right? So to grab a sack and I hand it to him. And then I walk, walk up back to Godfrey.
Just to be 100% transparent, I was not planning on making the apples poisonous at all. They were just normal apples. But now I feel like we should roll for it at this point.
Okay.
Alright, so 10 and above, the apples are fine, 9 and below, they're bad.
15. Oh.
You can all see that roll, I'm sure.
Nope, I just got a guy.
So the old man takes a big bite into the apple. And he's so excited about it. You can see him grinning from ear to ear.
Oh no.
And he takes it and he starts chewing on it, and everything seems fine for a few seconds. And then all of a sudden, he grabs his throat. And he starts coughing up bits of chewed apple. And he points. Lucas, I'm sorry, what is your character's name? I'm really bad with names.
So,
Sayara, okay. He points at Sayara. And he goes, You! Why? Why? He just says why. And he crumbles onto the ground. And you actually notice a few people take notice, and they run over to the old man. And one lady in particular, she goes, "What's wrong? Are you okay? Are you okay?" How do you respond?
Alright, sorry. Oh, am I being asked that? Or is the old man?
The old man, I'm sorry.
Okay. So have I been seen yet by, like, anyone else?
No, so what's... I mean, people have seen you, but what happened is the old man collapsed, and there was a small group of people that were concerned for the old man. And they're running over to check on him and make sure he's okay.
Alright. So, since I've not been seen, I'm just gonna, walk away.
Okay.
I'm gonna take an apple from Sayara and go up to the old lady and be like, "It was this." Offer this man a nice apple just because we were so happy to be back in town, and it was poison, and it was he who did it. And I point at the merchant.
This is a good line of action, I think. Can I have you make a persuasion check?
Yeah. Oh. 2.
Well,
Richard, I'm sorry, what is your character's name again?
Godfrey.
Godfrey. Okay. You never told me, Godfrey, where did you put those giant vials that you got? Of the green murky liquid.
I put it in my back pocket.
Okay. So, based on the size of the vials, we established that they're really big, and you put it in your pocket. I think it's maybe a fair assumption that it might be sticking out a little bit, and you might be able to. It might look a little suspicious.
Okay.
A wizard walking around with these two giant vials, and the woman looks at you, and she looks at the merchant, who she's known, because he's been in this town for a long time. Just the jolliest guy ever. She looks at you. She goes, "What's in your pocket?"
I pull out the sword that I have from before, from the fight. Be like, "Oh, you mean this?"
Aggro.
She says, "Are you threatening me?"
No, not at all. I thought that's what you were talking about. I don't know what you mean.
No, the vial in your pocket. Please put the sword away.
What is this? Where did this come from? Did someone put this in my pocket?
Wait a minute.
This is nonsense.
She says, "You're telling me somebody put a giant vial in your back pocket and you didn't notice?"
I've had a very long night, okay? It's been a very long night.
so while this is
Glad I'm
happening,
not here right now.
so yeah, Nick, while this is happening, I'm still, walking, just, far away.
This is craziness. I can't even handle all this drama that's occurring at this moment. I'm gonna have to just go. I'm gonna have to go now. I'm just gonna go.
She says, "Wait, I think it's better perhaps if the guards question you about this situation."
Oh, they can question me in the morning. I'm very tired. One moment.
She
It is the morning.
I had a very long night.
She yells, "Guards, guards!" She starts screaming for the guards, trying to get their attention.
I'm gonna book it.
You're just gonna run?
Yeah.
Okay.
How spry are you?
Sarah, what do you want to do?
So the gates, I just want still open.
What's that?
So the gates of the town, still open. It's still,
Yes.
fine.
Yep.
And that's where I'm going. Yep. I will leave town.
So you're both running out of town.
Well, he's just running somewhere, so you know, so you know, and I'm just walking out of town, so just yeah, just very calmly.
Okay. So you're walking very casually.
Yes.
Godfrey, are you running out of town, or are you running just in a random direction?
I'm running first into an alley.
Okay.
I'm gonna work my way around to get to the gate.
Okay. So while we have the Great Escape going on, let's cut back to
Okay.
Michael. What is your character's name?
Firth.
Firth. Okay, right. It's right there in your background. Simon, and what is your character's name?
Curtahane.
Curtahame. Okay. So Firth and Curtahame, you mentioned Curtahame. You were preoccupied with getting food, which makes sense. And then Firth,
Setting up camp.
you were setting up camp, but you mentioned food.
I was thinking of cooking food.
Okay.
I have 1 day rations in my pockets, in my backpack.
Cool. And Firth, you just wanted to go down into the hole and then immediately sleep. Was that the idea?
Yeah, I basically just find a nice soft patch of ground and try to get some rest. I probably won't go for the long rest, but I wanna get some short rest in.
Okay. Let's see if the night kind of passes for you guys uneventfully here. Let's see what happens.
Lovely.
Curtahame, could I have you make a perception check, please?
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
Curtahame, you're making camp, and you're kind of just going about your business, and everything seems normal. But, kind of in the middle of the night, as you're sort of settling down, you hear some rustling, like something's moving around, and it's not that close to you. It sounds about 30 feet away, but you hear some branches and twigs snap underfoot, and something is making noise.
I yell out, "Who is there?" And I ready my bow.
Okay. As soon as you yell, the noise stops. Whatever was moving is not moving anymore. And you hear absolutely nothing. Total silence. You just hear crickets. Firth, how long did you want to rest for? Because a few hours have passed.
If I let's say around hour 4, I wake up, see that nothing else is happening.
Mm-hmm.
I go back up the rope and join Curtahame? Yeah, no. Who's at the camping above me?
Curtahame, yep. That's
Oh,
it.
Curtahame. I join Curtahame.
Okay. So you join Curtahame. You hear him yell out and ready his bow. Do you have any response to this action?
What's going on? Curtahame. What's going on?
Someone lurking around in the bushes. I can't see who it is, but I heard something.
I draw my dagger, just in case. Also, Ben, did I get anything back from resting?
Yeah, so you get 1 full hit die back for resting, so whatever your character's class hit die is, roll that and then add your constitution bonus, and you'll get that.
Yeah, I'm actually at full health. I need to know about spell slots, though.
Mm-hmm. Normally, I believe it takes a full rest for you to get all your spell slots back. But, so, do you have like 2 level 1 spell slots?
Yeah, we're still level 1, right? So
Yeah.
I only have 2 level 1 spell slots.
Okay.
They were both empty before I rested.
Sure, I'll give you 1 of your level 1 spell slots back.
Thank you. That's all I kind of wanted.
Yeah, no problem.
I ask Firth if you want to go and check it. You want to go and check out the nose?
Uh, yes, I do. Yeah, Kurtheim, I'll go. You stay here with your bow. You're better at long range anyway. And I try to perceive the direction of the noise. I think the noise stopped, but
Mm-hmm.
I try to perceive if I can hear anything rustling in the bushes or anything.
Definitely. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Do, 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 do. Not good. 2 plus like 4 or 5 maybe.
So, you kind of start heading off in the direction that you believe the noise came from, and you're listening and you're paying attention, and you just hear nothing. Like whatever was going on, it seems like it just vanished. Let me roll and pull out something real quick.
My perception is plus 5, so that's pretty good. I just rolled terribly.
I feel like it's always like when you need it the most that it happens that way. Okay.
Sure.
Let me make a stealth check here. Okay. So, you actually both, Firth and Kurtheim, you hear this. The noise that you heard before, like the snapping of branches, you actually hear that again. And Firth, it's close to you. It's only about 6 feet away, and it's coming from your right-hand side. And Kurtheim, you hear it as well. That whatever, it, like the thing is trying to sneak up on you. It's trying to get closer to you.
I
Is
shoot
there?
I
Is
shoot
there-
an arrow towards the noise.
You shoot an arrow. Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna hit me. I just know it.
There is a chance. There is a chance that you hit him because it's kind of thick foliage where you guys are at. So I guess the way we're gonna handle this is if Simon, if you could roll an attack, but you have disadvantage on it, so you're gonna have to take the lower
Sure.
of whatever you get.
What's your modifier? Dex.
4.
Nice.
So 14.
Okay, luck is on your side. Go ahead and roll damage for that attack.
It's 8.
8. Okay. So, Kurtheim, you shoot an arrow. Like, you hear the noise, and you just quickly react, and you shoot an arrow right in that direction. And it shoots true, because all of a sudden you hear a soft, fleshy thud. And then you hear a gurgling noise. And then silence again.
I immediately go to investigate where it is.
So you
Whatever it is.
You clear the brush kind of as you're going along, and all of a sudden, at your feet, is a kobold with a dagger and a sling. And the arrow that Kurtheim shot is piercing him right in the center of the chest. And he looks dead.
I take. Is there anything on him besides the dagger and the? I just take the dagger. If there's a pouch on with gold, I take that too.
There's a pouch.
I'll take the pouch.
It has some gold in it. It has 2 gold pieces in it.
Sweet. Notate that somewhere.
And you also take the dagger?
Yeah, I take the dagger.
Okay.
Just as a backup one.
Sure.
I yell, what did I hit?
Another kobold! Good shot!
Awesome. Thank you.
Here, and when I return to Kurtheim, I flip him the 2 gold. Here, take it. It's yours.
I throw one back to Firth.
Thanks, bro.
as a bait.
I like this bromance that's happening. This is nice.
Thanks, Kurtaheim. What you say we get some more rest? How
What you say
feeling?
we go back into hole?
Now there's an idea. Let's go. I'm feeling ready.
So I jump back into hole.
Okay, so you guys are going back in.
I follow. Yep.
All right. Let's. Let me move you there real quick. So what are you guys trying to accomplish in the hole? Just real quick.
We're trying to go back and finish our mission, or at least that's what I
Yeah.
want to do.
Sure,
Yeah, that's what I want to do too.
that makes sense.
Kurtaheim, I really like how you killed that kobold without even seeing him. I mean, that was incredible. I'm not always the best fighter, but I'm glad to have you by my side.
It's all in the head. It's all in the head.
Quite. Let's go. Let's go find these minerals. So, yeah, I think we travel to Area 3 if nothing impedes us.
Yeah, and first you're a cleric, correct?
I am a cleric. Yes.
Excellent.
Tempest Domain.
All right. So you guys are in Area 3 here. Well, actually, you're at the kind of this entrance right here,
Sure.
and you're gonna move forward, right?
Yeah.
Which?
I want to.
Go ahead.
I want to sneak forward.
Sure. Good call.
I'll match whatever Kurtaheim does.
Okay. You guys, when you initially did this, you kind of saw the areas that you're kind of familiar with are 3, 1, and 2. You haven't really explored too much beyond that, so kind of think about the direction you want to go, whether you want to go south or east, or what you want to do. I'm going to cut back to Godfrey and Sarah here.
Oh
We're
no.
going to see how their caper's going. So, first things first, Sarah, you really haven't attracted that much attention, which is good for you. And you kind of just stroll through the city gates, and you notice that the guards are posted there are kind of troubled by this screaming old woman, and so they're heading over to her. And so right now, the front gates of the city seem relatively unguarded. Just information, you can do with that what you want. Godfrey,
Uh-huh.
you end up going into an alleyway kind of right by the tavern. And there's a lot of trash back there. It smells pretty bad, but it's quiet. There's nobody back there, and because it's still relatively early morning, there's not a lot of foot traffic either by the alley. So you seem to be in a relatively safe spot.
Okay. I'm gonna creep around corners to see if anyone's coming.
Okay.
If there's anybody.
You don't even have to roll for this. You are kind of tiptoeing along and being extra careful, and you don't see anyone. You are right by the tavern, though, and you do hear a little bit of noise in the tavern. It seems like the tavern's just kind of like getting ready for business in the day. You kind of hear dishes clanking and things like that. But like you don't hear footsteps or anything coming closer to you.
Okay, I'm gonna make my way around to see if there's anyone guarding the gate. And just like peek around to see if I have a way out through there.
Yes, definitely. So you're looking at the front gate, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So just like I mentioned to Sayara, you noticed the same thing. The guards are kind of concerned and drawn to the woman crying for help, and so they're actually leaving the front gate. So it's pretty open right now.
Okay. I'm going to wait till they pass and then go towards her. I'm going to get as close as I can to the gate while staying kind of in the dark in the alley.
Okay.
And I'm just going to kind of try to slowly walk out.
Okay, so you're going to try to be inconspicuous.
Yeah.
Okay. I know you're not necessarily sneaking, or being stealthy, but you are trying to like not draw attention to yourself. So I'm actually gonna have
Uh-huh.
you make a stealth check in this
Okay.
situation.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, first roll was a 17.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah.
We'll
Well,
take
it'd be
that.
19.
We'll take
It'd
that.
be
one.
19 with my thing. Yeah.
All right. So, Godfrey, I have to ask. Like, is there how is this? How are you as a mage being inconspicuous here? Like, what are you doing? How do you look?
I just have an apple in my hand pretending like I'm eating it, but I'm not because I don't trust it. Because I still have the apple I took from Sierra.
Sure.
And then I'm just, like briskly like walking my way outside.
All right. Cool. I like it. That's simple but effective. And so, you're kind of strolling around. You see your friend Sarah a little bit ahead of you. Do you try to catch
Uh-huh.
up?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So Sarah, all of a sudden you feel this tap on your shoulder and you see your nearly super in trouble friend has returned.
So yeah, let's leave and go. Back to the hole because yeah, this was yeah. Yeah. Just after causing it right, almost I think we should lay low.
Yeah, and thanks for the help back there, by the way. I really appreciate it.
What? It was your idea to poison the girl.
Uh-huh. And I'm gonna walk ahead of her.
Okay, so Godfrey's not super happy with Sarah right now. You guys are going back to the hole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. That's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take a few hours in-game time. And so, Kurtaheim and Firth are going to be a little bit ahead of you. And so, going back to you two guys, did you kind of decide which direction you want to head in?
I
I want
would like to head. Oh, south.
south. Me too. I want to head into the hallway that leads to
Yeah.
Ivan's.
I think we did hear about that hallway. Someone got close to there and was like, "Oh, hey, it's like tiled." So I'm interested in that.
Okay. Cool. Good call. So you guys are going, and Firth, you're...
We are sneaking. We
Yeah.
are sneaking.
You're sneaking. You guys kind of get to right about where I put you here on the map, and you don't hear any noise. Everything's relatively quiet, kind of to your surprise. But when you get there, it is the cave, right? The kind of natural rock formations that you've seen all around you make way for some smooth stone that's clearly been carved out and filling some sort of purpose. And you see it's just kind of a straight, narrow hallway. There's no decorations or anything, but you see these giant, like, nicer torches and torch holders than you've seen. They're really big and bright, and there's a lot of them. So there's about 5 torches on both sides of this hallway, and
Are they lit?
They're lit. Yep,
Okay.
it's very bright. And you see a giant stone staircase leading upward, and it goes up for quite a ways. You actually can't see what's beyond the staircase.
Is the torch holdable?
It is.
Can I take it?
You can.
I take one.
Depending on your strength, you might need to use both hands. Like I said, they are very big torches.
Okay. My strength is 13. Oh, 14.
Okay, yeah, that's enough. You should be able to hold it with one hand if you want.
Okay.
So you
I take a torch.
Okay. Cool.
And I want to continue up the stairs.
I follow him.
Okay. So you're walking again. It's total silence, and you get to about the center of the room first, and you step on a stone tile, and that stone tile is actually loose. And your foot kind of sinks in
No.
about an inch and a half. Can I have you make a dexterity check?
Yeah. Come on, give me a good roll. Ah, yeah, 20,
Yes.
but not nat.
That's amazing. So, what you didn't notice was that there are these tiny, tiny holes on both sides of this hallway, and they shoot darts at you, and they come fast and furiously, but for whatever reason, luck seems to be on your side today, and you nimbly jump backward, and the darts from both sides crash into the opposite wall and fall to the floor.
Whoa. Be careful. There are there are traps about.
That was awesome.
Thanks. I'm a nimble guy.
See that?
And I continue, but also trying to perceive more traps and the like.
Okay.
I'm looking
Obviously,
up for traps, too.
I avoid this tile. Instead of looking for the tiles, I look for like the holes on the sides to see if there are any more of those dart holes. I feel like those would be more obvious.
Go ahead and make a perception check. Or rather-
7. Oh.
No, that's fine. You actually don't notice anything else. So the holes that you saw on either side, those are the only holes that you see in the hallway.
All right. I continue on. It's like, come on, I think it's safe. Gertheim, let's do this.
I kind of want to look out for holes too.
Okay. Go ahead. And you make a perception check.
I want to point out how many of the
Six.
rolls have been 2s.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Rick.
Gertheim, you've actually never felt safer in your life. Like, you would set up camp here.
Yeah. I say, yeah, this is super safe. Let's
Yeah.
just go, and
Let's
I run
just go.
past him.
He runs past me. All right.
I run,
He takes point. All right, Gertheim, let's do it.
I run down to the stairs.
Okay. So, you guys get up the stairs, both of you, and you see something interesting. So you see two giant stone doors. They don't have any handles or anything. They're split down the middle, and they're closed tight. But the only thing that you see, and you see this on each side of the door, and it's an inscription of an eye. And so there's an eyebrow and then an eye. I wish I actually had a drawing of this, but there's like it's like a tear or something coming out of the eye, but that tear actually forms into a little cup, kind of, that's actually sticking out of the door. And there are two of these eyes. So you have the eye, and then it looks like it's crying, and that tear forms into sort of like this small, tiny basin. That's not very deep. It's a very, very thin basin. But that is what you see. It's kind of confusing, so if you have any questions, let me know.
I think I get the general idea.
Sure.
I think we have to put something into the cup. Water, because tears are made of water.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
All right, Gertheim, start
No,
crying.
anyone-
Start crying. He wants tears.
I can't cry on command. I'm not an actor. Do you know if there's any water around here?
Ben, let me know if this will work. I can do create a fog cloud,
Uh-huh.
and if I can, concentrate it enough so that it's really, really wet and just makes water into the cup. I don't know if you'll let me do that. I don't know what page.
I like
it's
your
on.
thought process. What is the name of the spell specifically?
Fog cloud.
Fog cloud. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see here. No one has ever casted fog cloud before.
I never thought I would.
Sure.
It's not a whole, not very useful.
I don't
Um,
see it. Oh, there it
It's
is.
page 243.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna say probably not.
Dang it.
It is a really good idea, though. Like I want it to work. It is good. It's a good idea. There is a first level spell called Create or Destroy Water.
I know, I don't have it.
Okay. Hold on. Let's make this interesting here. Godfrey and for the sake of convenience, right? Like it would probably take longer than this, but Godfrey and Sarah, you get back to the hole and you see the camp that Kurtaheim set up, but you notice that they are not around.
We should have left a message for them. Oops.
I turn to Ciara and say, you think they went back down, or you think they were eaten?
They're eaten.
Well, they did seem like the type to go back down, so I'm guessing they went back down.
Okay. Should we go back, or should we just rest here? Let them handle it. They're the ones who went down on their own without us.
Yep.
So
I vote we rest.
Oh no. Ben, let's make this interesting.
I tried. I did what I could.
I mean,
Okay, it's been
so do I hear like, so since they're walking on like stone and there have been like darts being fired, like, I know, man. Do I hear anything? Just like quiet.
It's quiet just because they're pretty deep underground,
Okay.
and it would be the darts didn't make that much noise.
Okay.
And so, you guys probably don't hear anything. There's no cause for concern.
Alright.
But I guess you're just gonna
Just gonna sleep.
leave it
Yep,
up to you.
sleep.
So you guys rest.
I'll take a half rest, or just like,
So
Short rest.
Okay, 4-hour
Yeah,
rest.
rest.
yeah.
Okay.
They left without us. I mean, they obviously don't want us around, or something, or they don't care about us.
Sure.
So it's on them.
I mean, we did get into it. I really don't have much love for you.
Which is fine. I don't have much love for you now. So
yeah. Is it back to us?
to your funeral.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I spit into the tear cup and see if that has any effect.
That's also a good idea. No, it does not.
I head back towards 4
Mm-hmm.
and see if there's no water there.
Hmm.
Make note of the plate that shoots arrows, darts, so I don't step on it.
Sure. So to get to 4, you kind of have to, as it's shown on the map, you kind of have to like go around and then underneath, and so it's like kind of a tunnel that leads down, like it has a downward slope to it.
Yeah.
Are you sneaking along, or are you just kind of walking along?
Now I'm walking along. The darts kind of threw that idea out of my head.
Of sneaking?
Yeah, so now I'm walking.
Okay.
It's normal pace.
Okay. So you're walking, and you get to you walk for a minute or two, and you kind of get to a dead end. And what you see there, you see 2 large rocks kind of at the end of the room, and they're on the left and right side of the room. But more interesting than that, you see small, like, bedrolls. They're really dirty. They've got stains on them. They don't smell very good, and they're very tattered. and you see some strange decorations in the room. And what I mean by decorations is there are skulls and bones kind of assembled in interesting shapes on the wall. And some of them you can tell are animal skulls, but some are also human-sized skulls. And on the ground, you actually see small, tiny bone fragments, like knuckle bones and finger bones, just kind of littered on the ground. And there are 3 cups on the ground as well. And can I have you make a perception check, please?
Sure. 3 plus 4, so 7.
All of a sudden, kind of as you're taking in this room, 2 kobolds,
Oh no.
one behind each rock, spring outward, and they attack you.
Oh no.
And unfortunately, you get caught off guard.
Oh, they have advantage. Oh shit.
And so they're gonna get a free attack in here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
That was just one of them. Let's see. Okay, what is your armor class?
13.
Okay. Okay, so one of them misses, one of them hits.
Hey, I'm gonna use a restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Absolutely. So you take 6 damage. And you actually get stabbed in your left side by a dagger. When this happens, do you let out any sort of cry or anything like that?
Yeah, I yell out, "Furf!"
Can I hear this?
Yeah, you can.
Time! And I immediately try to go where he is.
Cool.
Well, I follow the sound of his voice and cries of agony.
Cool. So it is good that you've alerted each other. Keep in mind, though, that you are making a lot of noise.
Don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wait, I mixed you 2 up. I was supposed to move this first, but... Okay. So, first, you arrive on the scene, and you see 2 kobolds right in front of Kurtheim. And, go ahead and roll initiative. Or, not everyone. Just, Firth and Kurtheim, please.
20.
Nice. Okay, so, Firth, you actually get to act first.
Okay. Is right in front of me, Kurtheim's right in front of me?
Yeah, he's very close to you. Like a foot or so
Can
away.
okay, let's see, what can I do here? Are they on the bedrolls? Or like, are the kobolds on, like, anything flammable?
No, they're not standing on anything other than the rock floor.
Okay. I have the torch in my hand, and I want to just step in front of Kurtheim and gesture the torch toward them and pull out my dagger with my other hand. Just, I want to basically ready for an attack. Use my,
You want to
if
ready
they
in
attack
action?
me, I want to, I want to ready an attack. I want to ready in action. If they attack me, I'll attack them, kind of thing.
Okay, that's totally fine, and you can do that. Like if they attack you, you get to attack. You can even have it where like if they try to attack you, you get an attack in. My only question to you is in this particular circumstances, why wouldn't you just attack them?
If I attack them, I think I open myself up to. Well, I guess I could. You know what? I'll just attack them. I'm always a defensive player. So I'll attack. I'm going to. Is the torch any kind of like? Would it have any impact if I were to hit them with it?
Potentially, because like I said, it's not just a regular normal sized torch. It's a big torch. Therefore, it produces a big flame. And so there's a chance that if you hit them with it, They could catch on fire. It's not
I'm
impossible.
gonna try to hit them with the torch.
Okay.
The kobold on the left.
So you don't get a proficiency bonus with the torch. So keep that in mind. It's just going to be your
Alright.
attack plus your strength. Nice. Excellent. This is exactly what I was hoping for.
We're gonna die again.
Kurtaheim, I got some bad news for you, buddy.
This is why I wanted to ready in action.
No, definitely. You have to understand the chances of this happening were like
1 in 20? Yeah.
yeah, not good.
I don't think I don't have any inspiration. I don't think. No, I do not.
I feel like we are prone to critical failures in this group.
We are. We're literally not making progress. This is like Dark Bloodborne all over again.
What is your armor class, Kurtheim? 13, you said?
Yeah, 13.
Okay, I'm actually going to have you make another attack roll, Michael,
Sure.
to see if you hit your friend. That's what we'll do.
Oh, don't worry. I did.
You did. You did.
18.
Of
Oh no,
course.
17. But yeah.
Alright, cool. So you swing this giant torch, and it must be heavier than you thought, because you swing way too far. You end up smacking Kurtheim right in his chest, and his tunic, his cloak, catches on fire. He's now burning alive. Okay, next on the list, we have the
No damage though.
no damage yet. We'll get there. We'll get there when it's his turn. It's the kobold's turn now, which is great.
Awesome. Very excited about this.
So
Maybe they think I'm on their team.
that is actually a possibility. All right, because they are very dumb. They don't have high intelligence. Let me make an intelligence check for them. Ooh. Alright, this is an interesting turn of events. I'm glad you said that. So, they see you hit the other guy, and they think you're on their side, and so they're not really concerned about you. So they just end up attacking Kurtheim to try to finish him off.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Damn.
I got so excited with that 6. I was like, finally.
And this, like, I'm not bullshitting this. Like, this is just happening.
I feel like we should go back to not seeing the Dungeon Master's rolls. It would make me feel better, even if it was just an illusion.
I think it would anger you more, actually.
Yeah, you'd think he was like against you. You'd think he's.
Yeah.
So what happens?
You take a lot of damage. I'm trying to figure out how much exactly.
Is he dead?
I'm pretty sure I'm dead. I'm on fire too, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed a lot of it. So I missed a lot. I just came back and you're on fire. So.
Okay, so I roll 2d4 plus 2 here.
Welp.
So you take 9 damage. It is now your turn.
I'm dead.
You're
I
down.
had 6,
You're down. Oh no.
Yeah.
How many health points do you have? Ben,
have
you have to
11.
realize we still don't have, like, any health.
The thing is like, what is happening to you guys? Like, what is happening to you is like, basically a dragon is fighting you, but it's not. It's just 2 kobolds and a giant torch, and things are going super bad. Had we had normal luck here, this would not be a super taxing encounter, I don't think. But,
Alright, I need to know what the kobold's attitudes toward me are now.
Sure. So, one of them stabs kind of Kurtheim again, hits him on the other side of the chest, and Kurtheim falls to the ground. And once Kurnaheim falls, they kind of do a little dance. They jump up and around. They're doing some sort of celebration. And then they look at you quizzically. Like, they're not sure what to make of you. They don't know why you burned that guy alive. Like, they're happy it happened, but they're not sure what to think. And so they start talking to each other in their own language.
Ben, do we have a name of anyone that like their kobold master or something like that? I know we overheard a conversation like hell back far, but I don't remember if they mentioned a name or anyone I can use.
You did hear them mention the Nightingales, but you didn't get a specific name.
But they serve the Nightingales?
You don't know that. Well, I don't think you know that. But anyway, you've heard them talk about the Nightingales.
Okay.
So you have that information. I don't remember what you heard and didn't hear, unfortunately.
Okay. I am going to attempt... I'm going to mimic their celebration dance. But I'm going to put the torch down and I'm going to take out the kobold dagger and sort of like... I'm going to try to present myself as their ally.
Are you gonna sacrifice Kurnaheim?
No. I'm going to loot Kurtaheim's body, and I'm going to toss whatever gold he has to the kobolds.
Okay. Can I have you make a persuasion check?
Okay.
Sure.
And I'm going to roll that against their intelligence here.
Please, dear Lord. Yes! That is... Sorry, I got really excited. What is my... I have 1,000 windows open. Persuasion is plus 0. Okay, 16.
Okay. Well, it's good because the kobolds have a -1 to their intelligence. So you actually end up being the victor in that time. And so they totally buy into it. They see you do the dance, and then they do the dance when you do the dance, and so you're all dancing. And they're like kind of into it, and they're like kind of nodding super frantically. And they invite you to come over. And they,
Okay.
What's that?
I go over to them.
Okay, and so they go over to where the cups. And you remember I mentioned like finger bones and knuckle bones, and then these 3 cups.
Yeah.
So what they do is they're trying to show you, like they motion like this, and they're trying to get you to pay attention, and they put these small bones into a cup, and then they shake the cup, and then they let out all the bones, and then they just like freak out, like it's a game to them. You don't understand the rules, you don't understand like how you win or how you lose, but you just see the bones falling to the ground, and they're like really excited, and then they motion for you to do the same thing.
Oh yeah, I totally do that. I do the shaking of the bones, and then I let the bones out into the ground.
And let's see here. When they see your roll, they're like patting you on the back. They're really stoked about this. And so now that they think you understand the rules, each of them takes a gold piece out of the small pouch that they each have, and they put it on the ground, and they ask you to do the same thing.
Okay, I do that. I take out a gold piece and put it on the ground. That my 1 gold from the credit I gave me earlier.
They're motioning you to put the bones in the cup and shake them again.
All right, I do that. I throw it, but I throw it a little too far. I throw it further than I was supposed to.
Okay.
And so that it's like a few feet in front of me, and then let them do that, and then see what happens next. Hopefully, they'll go toward the bones.
They do. They don't like fully stand up and walk over. They just kind of like turn their torsos and kind of like get up off the ground a little bit, like they're trying to see how the bones landed.
Are their backs turned in an advantageous position?
Why, yes, I would say it is quite advantageous.
All right, I take my kobold dagger in one hand and my other dagger in my other hand, and I try to stab them both in the neck.
At the same time.
Ideally, if that is not possible, then no. But
no, it is possible. It is more difficult to do than just stabbing one creature, but you can do it for sure.
sure, I try to stab them both in the neck.
Okay.
Please no critical failure.
Yes. No, please no. Should have advantage, right? So critical failure shouldn't happen.
You do have advantage. You do have advantage. They're gonna get a little bit of a bonus because you're trying to do it to both of them at once. But you have advantage.
All right. So rolling for attack. That's a 8. So strength 17 and a 17.
Okay.
A lot of 16s being thrown out here.
Oh, okay. So it was the same roll twice. All right. So you are successful in hitting them, and this counts as a sneak attack. So you're going to get an extra d6 of damage in addition to whatever damage you roll. For daggers, it's d4. So you're going to roll d4 plus your strength plus a d6.
So d4. Do I roll for both daggers? 1d4 for each dagger.
1d4 for each dagger.
Okay. So 3, 2. Do I add my proficiency piercing?
You don't add a proficiency bonus to damage.
Oh,
Just
okay.
your ability. So you're just gonna add strength, I believe, in this case.
But don't I like my dagger has plus 2 piercing or something like that.
If it's a special dagger, like if you have a longsword +1, for example, would get that bonus. But I believe it's just a normal dagger.
Okay.
The only bonus that you're gonna get in addition to the roll is gonna be your ability modifier.
Okay. So yeah. So one's a 3, one's a 2, and then plus d6 plus 2. Yeah. So.
You get to roll another d6?
Do I?
We're gonna add that d6 to both of the daggers.
Okay.
We could do another if you want to. We can do it either way. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
It's the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Throw me a bone here.
So I have good news and bad news. So you.
Oh no.
It's total. What the first one total is 5, and then the second one is 3, or 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. It's 1, 7. Wait, no. Yeah. 3 plus 2. Oh, yeah. One's 5, one's 4. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
So
I rolled like 5.
the left-hand side one dies. The other one, you stab it in the neck, and it turns at you, and it's still alive, and it swings for your arm.
Oh.
Bring it on.
What is your armor class?
It is 13.
So it misses. This gives you another. So you stab him in the neck. He turns around. He tries to swing for your arm. He misses. He's distracted. We don't need to roll this out. I'm assuming you're gonna stab him again.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. So you stab him and you take him down, and both of them are dead.
Nice.
And I go over to Kurteheim and I attempt. No, I cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay. It smells like burnt ranger. And
Burning Rangers.
so you're gonna cast Cure Wounds on him.
I am.
So go ahead and roll for that.
6 plus spell attack modifier or spell casting
You roll
modifier.
a 8.
8.
You roll a d8.
Yeah, it's a D8 for Cure Wounds. I assume I don't have to roll to see if
Okay.
it's successful.
No, you don't.
Yeah, so it's 8 total.
Mm-hmm. So Kurteheim, you wake up and you smell burning flesh, and you're in an immense amount of pain.
I look around and I guess I see Firth just in front of me.
Kurteheim, are you alright?
I jump and I hug him.
This is
I'm aware of how much he smells, and I'm a little And it's like, yeah, no problem. Yeah, you would do the same for me. And I push him off a little bit, not like menacingly, but like, yeah, that type of thing. And then I go to loot the kobold bodies of anything and any gold pieces that are around.
Quick reminder: you also have all of Kurtaheim's stuff.
Yes. I think like I took his gold and stuff like that. I don't think I took his weapon.
Oh, okay. You said you looted him, so I wasn't
Okay.
sure.
If I do, I return his weapons and anything that I took from him, including I give him all the kobold gold that I pick up off the kobolds as well.
Okay, cool.
And it's like, here, buddy. Sorry, I had to put on an act for them.
So
I had no idea.
they have daggers and a few pieces of gold.
I just
four
take
pieces.
the gold. I just take the gold. I don't take the daggers.
Cool.
I get my dagger back though.
Cool.
Kurtaheim, we got to push forward now. No more messing around back here. Let's go. And I start going, and I motion for Kurtaheim to come join me.
I just was on fire. What do you expect of me?
That's fair.
Is his skin all charred?
So, what happened is he got hit in the chest, and so his chest and his stomach are really fucked up. Like, it burnt through his armor, it burnt through everything. His skin is warped and blackened and red. Like, if you were to touch him, it would cause him an immense amount of pain. And that kind of spread out a little bit to, like, his shoulders and, like, his thighs a little bit. But his, like, back half and his sides are relatively okay. So he got hit, he got caught on fire, but actually he fell face first. Mm-hmm. And so while it burnt him really, really bad initially, when he fell to the ground, it kind of snuffed the fire a little bit. So, like, you can walk and move, Kurtaheim, but even that hurts. You're okay. The Cure Wounds really, really helped you a lot. But because the front of your armor is burned a little bit, you are gonna be a little bit more susceptible to attacks.
Sure.
And things like that. But
So Ben, sorry, before I leave that area, I'm gonna go to one of the kobolds. I'm gonna grab a cup, one of the cups we were playing with, and I'm gonna slice their jugular and drain their blood into the cup.
okay, very cool.
And I'm gonna take it with me to the door.
Okay. For the sake of just moving things along here, let's say 4 hours have passed. Godfrey and Sarah.
I was playing games with the kobolds for a lot longer than actually.
You got into it. He was like,
I got into it. Lost track of time.
okay. Yeah.
So you guys kind of groggily wake up, and you notice
Okay.
that your companions still haven't returned.
Okay. I'm gonna whisper to Ciara, say, hey, should we give this another shot and go back down? See what's going on down there?
Yeah, I'm starting to get worried about it.
Alright.
So yeah,
Good.
let's go back down.
Okay. We go back down.
Okay. As you descend, sort of into the cavern, your feet hit the ground, and you're kind of just, getting your bearings, and all of a sudden you hear a scream. You hear the word, Firth. You hear somebody cry out for Firth.
Okay.
And it's coming south. The direction of the voice is south of you. Well,
Okay, I'm gonna carefully peek around to see if there's any enemies or anything around, and try to proceed towards the voice.
okay. So, as you guys proceed to the voice, things happen very quickly, and when you get there, you notice that Firth and Kurtaheim are actually walking your direction, and you kind of bump into each other.
Hey!
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So I started to hit up, I still have these apples with me, so so it's just there.
Wait, you're carrying the apples around with you?
Yeah.
Okay. never know how these poisoned apples are going to be used.
So we know for sure they're poison then, right?
Well, no, I mean, you know that the one that you gave the poor old man was poison.
Okay.
Maybe,
Uh,
maybe somebody's conspiring against you.
It's about time. It's about time you're back. Do you have any potions? Kurtaheim needs a heal.
Ooh, okay. As a matter of fact, I do. Aren't you glad I went? Be very cocky about this. I'm gonna tell him to lie down. On his back. Get on your back.
Hey, look. Sure. And go down. Not really sure what's gonna happen.
Okay. I'm gonna open one of the vials and maybe like pour about half onto his burned wounds.
Just directly on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my hand to spread it around if I can.
So, I need to come clean about these potions.
I knew it.
I knew something was up. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I knew it.
Who knows what'll happen? But basically, so like this guy's kind of like a bootlegger in a way. Like he makes these potions, and sometimes they work, and sometimes they don't. Like he's not an alchemist. He doesn't have any formal training. He just sort of has a little bit of experience, and he's a bit of a sleazeball. He's a bit of a scummy guy, and he knows he's selling substandard potions. And he was just as shocked as you guys were when the potion when his hand got cured, but he took that chance. And so there's a 50, well, not quite a 50% chance, but there's a chance something will go wrong here with the potion. And so, Godfrey, I'm going to have you roll. If it's a 10 or above, so the roll is in your favor a little bit. If it's a 10 or above, nothing happens, and in fact something tremendously good happens to Kurtaheim. If it's a 9 or below, something bad happens. But it's a raw roll, so you don't add any bonuses or anything like that.
This bootlegger must work for the priest in that Law went to.
Yeah. So there we go.
11.
It's an 11, which is good for you. And so you said you're acting very confidently, correct? Kind of cocky.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel good about what I just accomplished.
Okay, so you're spreading this kind of thick, viscous green substance all over his body. And have you guys ever had a bad sunburn and you've applied like aloe vera to it or something? Sure. That's how you feel right now, Kurtaheim. You feel like somebody is putting this like soothing lotion on your body, and it feels kind of nice, and even smells slightly pleasant. And all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, I guess over the course of a few seconds, your burns, like your skin, kind of returns to normal, and it regains the proper pigmentation, and that kind of aching, dull pain that you had from the burns just kind of evaporates.
Nice.
Huh.
All right.
I jump up and hug Godfrey too.
I'm slightly miffed.
Yeah.
All right.
I look back at Perf, a bit angry because he pushed me away.
I didn't push you away. I was just like, there, no. Ugh. All right.
Should rest.
And if you all are done now, let's move on. We found this stone door up ahead. We now have the stuff to get through it.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
Let's go. Enough lollygagging around.
All right, so you guys return to the stone door, and Firth, what do you do when you get there?
I pour the cup of blood into the cup, the eye cup.
Okay. When you pour the blood into the small basin, let's just say you pour it a little bit into both of them.
Oh, there's two? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's one on both sides of the door, but it's fine.
Oh, oops. Okay.
The effect is the same. The blood, almost like there's some sort of suction or something going on. The blood goes into the basin, and then it just kind of gets sucked up into like this invisible hole, and you see a red outline kind of trace around the eye, and it gets brighter as it goes around the eye, and it kind of starts glowing. And then once it gets all the way around the eye, you hear a click, And then the doors slowly open, and there's a bit of dust that comes out as well.
All right, we did it.
Cool.
Let's move on. And I carefully march forward, looking for traps, searching for traps as well. I want to go. I assume well, you can describe the next room, but I want to go right into that 5 room.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull up my staff just in case.
So these 2 circles that you see out of the bottom of the map at the bottom of this room are 2 giant stone, not giants, 2 large stone statues. And the statues are of hooded figures, and they're both holding a dagger up into the sky. They're heavily cloaked, and they're wearing leather armor. Because it's made of stone, it doesn't really have any color to it. It's just gray. But you go to the right, you said, Firth?
I want to, yeah.
Okay.
Before I do that, I notice Ciara has some apples, and I say, "Hey, Ciara, I'm awfully hungry. Can I have one of them apples?"
Sure.
Yeah.
Here you go.
I grab an apple and I eat it.
Okay.
I am excited.
You as a player are excited?
You don't warn me. You don't
Or
warn me.
Godfrey is excited.
Both, but Godfrey was what I meant. I am like setting up camp. I'm just like, yeah, I'm very excited to see what's gonna happen now.
Sarah, do you have like Godfrey holds out an apple and Firth takes it. Do you have any reaction to this?
No. No.
Look at him.
I'm super calm.
This is why we're losing.
All right. So Firth, how do you enjoy your apple?
I take the biggest bite I possibly can out of it. Apples are something I'm used to eating, having survived on my own for a long time, and so they're like one of my favorite things to eat. So I take a big bite out of it, and I start with that.
Okay. When you take that first big bite, it's sweet and crisp and delicious, and the apple tastes extremely fresh, like it was just picked. And you're chewing on it, and then about 2 or 3 seconds later, all of a sudden you feel this sharp pain in the center of your stomach, and you start coughing. And you're coughing up blood. Does anyone in the group have any reaction to this? We're just gonna watch him.
What's going on here? What's up?
Oh, weird. Oh, weird.
Imagine. Sorry, go ahead.
I kind of run up to him and ask, "How are you doing? What's wrong?"
It's poison. And while clutching my stomach and coughing, I immediately go for the vial and I drink it. The healing potion.
Mine?
Yeah.
Am I gonna give it to you?
I go for it regardless of whether you're giving it to me.
I'm gonna
trying to
step
get it
back
out.
and be like, "Whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing?"
Imagine that you're dying, and you have a friend right next to you, and you clutch in your chest and you're coughing up
Friend.
blood, and he goes, "Oh, weird." Okay, so
I'll give him the half one that I didn't finish with Kurtahim. I'll be like, "Here, fine, here, see you."
do you like throw it at him or?
I'll pop it and just pour it in his mouth.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, Firth, now you're gonna have to roll. Same rules as before.
Is it plus anything?
Nope.
Straight 20. Oh no.
Jesus. All right. So you drink the potion, and it feels like it's burning up your insides. You feel like your lungs are on fire, and you try to speak and you try to come out, but nothing.
Oh, how weird!
But nothing happens. It's like you've lost your voice entirely, and you collapse on the ground. Can I have you make a Constitution check actually first?
Yeah, my Constitution's -1. Just putting that out there. Right? Yeah. No, Constitution's -1. I have 10.
So you're dying. You are going, unless you get taken care of, you're gonna have to make saving
Death
throws
roll.
to see whether or not you survive. Would
Anyone want to do anything?
Oh, weird. Fine, I'll give another half of my other potion.
No, no.
Well, I guess technically you could force it down the throat this time, right?
Godfrey, don't you have a?
Nothing to do.
I mean, I'm not saying anything, but Godfrey, you have a spell, right? Don't you have a healing spell?
Nope. The funny thing is that when I went to school, I was only ever good at evocation magic, so like fire and ice and stuff.
Oh, was it someone else who used healing word on me in a prior episode? It must have been.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Pillet or something. Well, I'm screwed.
Yep, I've got nothing to help.
So you don't wait. So you didn't want the potion? Did you push me away?
I think I'm on the ground, like almost barely conscious right now. I think if you either have to force it down my throat or not, like that's all the only thing that can happen.
Okay, I can force you to drink the other like another half of the other one.
All right, you're forcing me to drink the other half of the other one. Sounds good. I mean, it does not sound good, but you know, I guess we're out of options here.
We are the nicest people ever.
So, Firth and Michael, it's worth
Yeah.
addressing both things here. If you succeed, it'll be good, but because you're already on death's door, if you fail, you might be dead.
Okay.
So this is a very important role here.
Okay.
I'm not confident in roll 20.
If you would like to roll a regular dice, you can.
I don't have one with me, but
I have a regular
no.
dice that I'll roll for you if you want to.
Okay.
Is that what you want?
Go. Roll 20 is not working for me.
Okay, I'm gonna roll
Yeah,
it.
roll 20's been awful to us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll the dice, and then I'm gonna point the camera at it. Okay?
All right, sounds good.
All right. You should be able to hear it. I'm gonna roll it on the wood. Oh no, it fell off. All right, hold on. All right, I'm gonna point the camera at the dice.
This is so tense.
Is that 17? That looks like a 17. Yeah!
It is indeed a 17.
Nice.
All right. What happens, Ben?
You are unconscious and not dead.
Yeah. I'll take it.
So you're the rest of the crew. You can see that he's breathing, but he seems to be in a tremendous amount of pain, and he's not responding to any sort of stimuli whatsoever.
Is anybody here particularly good at like medic stuff or anything?
There's a medicine skill. Anyone good at it?
I have a +4 in it, so.
Yeah, dude, come on.
Okay. Kurtaheim, can you check out to see if he's okay?
I check his vital signs, like breathing, pulse, and stuff.
I actually have a question about the medicine skill. And maybe the player's handbook will be able to answer it for me. Alright, so medicine. A wisdom medicine check lets you try to stabilize a dying companion or diagnose an illness. So he is stabilized. So you're not gonna be able to stabilize him. I mean, there's not really much more you can do. But if you want to kind of get further insight into his condition, you can definitely do that.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay,
I want to check out his pulse and how he's doing, basically.
sure. Go ahead and make a medicine check.
So yeah, this killed all my hit points, right?
Yeah. It's
22
Alright.
total.
Awesome.
Cool. So Kurtaheim, you actually get some very useful information. You kind of you're looking into his throat, right? And you can obviously tell that the apple was not good, right? That was the cause of all of this and started sort of the initial trouble. But you also are very keenly aware that this medicine seems super awful. Like the inside of his mouth is all burnt and fucked up and just bad. And so you are like, the thing that Godfrey fed him only made it worse.
I kind of jump up and push Godfrey and ask, what the hell did you just do?
Hey, I just used a potion that worked on another guy and worked on you, so I just used what I knew to try to help out my dear friend.
Oh, no.
Feel better.
Oh, weird!
You want to give me crap for this, okay? Do what you want. I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
It was his apple that started this. Her apple that started this.
Hey, you ate one too.
What?
What? No, you didn't.
That's what I'm saying, though.
So you're bluffing.
You're bluffing.
Yes.
Okay. Can you make a persuasion check? Can I have you make an intelligence check, Kurtheim? All right. What are your bonuses, both of you?
What's the bonus?
0 for me.
Okay. It'd be charisma and a proficiency bonus if you have it.
10. So we tie, actually.
Okay. Okay. That deserves a re-roll then for both of you. And just let me know the total number.
This just got interesting.
That's definitive.
So, Kurtheim, you know that Sarah is full of shit right now. That this is just complete nonsense because you're aware you think that you wonder why Sarah would lie, why they would give your companion a poisoned apple. You feel like you're on the defensive right now, and you're not sure how to feel about your companions.
I kind of... I punch Sarah.
Oh no, yeah.
You punch Sarah?
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Okay.
Guess you've been flying in my
this is-
face.
For the record, this is all stuff we did to ourselves. This is not even Ben throwing kobolds at us.
No.
We did this to
Yeah,
ourselves.
someone was
Yeah,
just
that's
like, hey, I think now, of all times, would be a good time for an apple. That would be good.
I was hungry. I thought they'd say, I mean, like, I'm not supposed to know they're poison. My character would
I know.
hasn't eaten anything.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't know. We just withheld information that we.
Yeah,
knew.
you're the butthead who didn't
Look,
say
Kurtham
anything.
doesn't know that. Kurtham doesn't know that. Kurtham doesn't know that I know.
But I would argue that right now, Kurtheim doesn't, like, fully trust you either. Like, it's...
No,
That's fine.
absolutely
But
not.
I did make a case with the potion that a potion did work on Kurtham before.
That is true. That is completely true. All right, so you
Yeah,
punch...
that's why I punch Sarah.
Yeah, you punch Sarah. All right. What is... Let's just do this like a normal attack. What is your armor class, Sarah?
14.
All right, so just go ahead and roll to attack. And I just add your strength to that.
10 total.
Okay. So you try to punch Sarah, but Sarah, you kind of avoid the punch. You can avoid it however you like, but it does not connect. You can also respond, by the way, to this punch, whatever you want to do.
So at this point, so I'm going to I'm going to toss a bag of apples at him. Run.
He's gonna toss the bag of apples at Kurtaheim
And then run.
as an attack.
So is it like a distraction, or are you trying to?
Yeah.
Okay. You're just gonna run away.
Yep, I'm gone.
All right. You throw the bag of apples at him, and you. Which direction are you running?
Towards the exit.
Okay. So Sarah throws the bag of apples at Kurtaheim, and the three of you. I mean, you're dealing with apples, I guess, Kurtaheim, but the three of you, the two of you, excuse me, see Sarah trying to run away. Do you try to stop the character or anything like that?
No.
Godfrey, how about you?
I just say stop the violence in a very monotone voice and sit back.
Okay.
Stop the violence.
All right. So Sarah, you run back, and you're at the hole. Do you climb out?
Yes. I
Okay.
believe.
All right. So you get up to the top, and you see Kurtaheim's camp that he set up. What would you like to do?
So I will make it look, like like lived, and then I will just I go back to town.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that first part. What was that?
Sorry, make it look, like lived in.
Okay.
Just, lovely. Yes, so then, I'm going back to town.
Okay. Okay. So you're heading off back to town by yourself after killing one of your allies and throwing a bag of apples at the other. What you're going back to town? I have to know, what is the ultimate objective here? What are you trying to accomplish?
So basically, at this point, So basically, we are not exactly, working well together, and I can sort of see that.
Understatement.
So I was sort of like, yeah, this mission failed, and yeah, I will go back to town and attempt to find more work.
Player 4 has quit the game.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, you're just abandoning the job?
Well, so at least, this group. So basically, is there a way for me to, contact the stuff, the folks who, hired us?
Gilded
Yes.
Dawn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you can report back to them, absolutely.
Alright. So I think I will go attempt to, fluff a letter and say that, they all died. And it was a failure.
Are you going to request a
Not send reinforcements. They all died.
Are you going to request a new group?
So basically, I will be questioning reinforcements. So basically, I'm going to say that, that this, cave was, more dangerous than we thought it was initially.
Wow. All right, so we're gonna have Sayara and his new band of adventurers. In addition to the okay, all right. I like this. Is crazy. I like it. Going to have to think of things. All right, Kurtaheim and Godfrey, you're dealing with a bunch of bandits on the ground and an unconscious companion at your feet. Stop
I look at
the violence.
Kurtaheim. Yeah.
You're gonna pick up an apple and throw it down the hallway in anger.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sit down by Firth's body and just be like, I don't know, see how long it takes for him to recover, and see if unless Kurtaheim wants to do anything.
Wait a minute. So you're just to be clear, you're just like
He's nursing me back to health.
I'm playing the good guy here.
okay. So all right. So I misinterpreted. I didn't think you were like trying to nurse him back to health at all. I thought you were just like crouching down and just like staring at him.
Yeah.
I'm playing the good guy, just like. Not that I care that much about him, I just want to like at least not Kurtaheim like attack me by like pretending like I care about Firth.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit down next to him and ask, can you believe what Sierra did? Give him poison apple. What
Yeah,
did that come from?
That's nuts. I don't know. That's so weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
weird. So I recover 1 health after 1d4 hours spend.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if we're, or they're gonna continue on in the meantime. But like, that's where I'm at.
Sure. My argument. I'm totally down with that. My argument here is that you got double poisoned.
So
you,
I'm stable, but like,
yeah.
I'm screwed.
You-
They need to find something, basically.
We're gonna let's say you're out of commission for the next 4 hours. Let's say that.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
So they're gonna have to figure out how to fill that time. And by that point, maybe Sarah will be back with a new band of adventurers. We'll have to see. We actually have another 8 minutes, but I feel like this might be as good of a stopping point as we're gonna get. Just because there's gonna be a lot that I'm gonna have to think about. If you guys are cool with that.
Yeah. I'm cool with that.